This will be episode 85, cycle 1437, and onward. Let's get stuck into it. Come on, game. Come on, Oni. Loaded in. Our usual priority check. And let's start. I am thinking that we return to the normal suit system instead of everyone going out through the one primary. That one's completely finished. Just need to sweep the rest of this out. And put petroleum in there. Also just thinking about what we need to do. Like, I need to be producing more steel and sending it over. We need more steel also to finish off everything. Excuse me, finish off everything in here. Actually heavily affecting this area now, which is good. The temperatures are slowly reducing, which is extremely nice. Good to see. Okay. We'll be able to queue that back up as a return object. It's ready, of course. We may need to empty out the food in here because it may take a while. I don't think it will, but I kind of don't want to waste the durability on our food that we've got. So until that's completely refilled, that up to a 9 and get the ball rolling. There goes temperature control. As we're still in yellow. I really need to just make sure we've only got one of these things running at a time. I think even then. Still not generating enough energy yet. Hmm. Gibbs, can you finish that? That'd be great. That'd be absolutely amazing, because then we can get this system cleaned up. I can get all the water into the system, and then I don't need to think about it. This we can get rid of CO2 up. Inject the rest of this into space. I don't really need it. Like, we're not utilizing CO2 for any purpose on this planet. So I'm like, we had a little bit. We needed a little bit for the mushrooms, but that was it. After that, I'm like, okay, cool. So if I need to expand the mushrooms, I'll borrow the CO2. But don't really need it right now. How's Butalin doing? Like they're continuing to do a-okay. This reactivates in 2.3 cycles, and then this will probably get overfilled again. Oh. Put a 9 priority, all of that. And I'll leave the rest in there, so that way the dupes will actually get around to fixing it. Guess not. Still getting a toilet warning? Where is the problem? Ray, you're at 48%. By Proto might have a toilet explosion. And no. Proto, run! Run! Nope, he didn't make it. Damn it. Oh, clean that up. I'm literally gonna lock you in there. Okay. Spoon came in and fixed your fuck up. Alright, that's fine. As long as you don't piss literally everywhere, you'll do fine. All that matters. That's all I care about. Actually, how did you... I was like, this just goes into this. This all goes away because all this now gets dumped into there instead. When that got up there. Well, I could at least repurpose all of this by me. Okay, dupes. Fix this up, would you? Not gonna lie, that's hilarious. I'm gonna just add this pipe directly behind you while you're working in the while you're in the shower. No biggie. I really should clean up the base. Just a bit. Looking at everything on the ground, I'm like, I should probably get to sleep. Clean this stuff up. A lot of things laying about, not doing anything. Really start looking into cleaning this area up. I need to dig everything around it without actually digging it up directly. We don't. That way we don't have any temperature leakage. Because we will have to come in here eventually. I'll just have to make a vacuum so that way we can actually work in this environment. Then I can start building the sour gas boiler over here at some point. I really think we keeps taking forever to clean this up. Does storage bin slowly sort everything into this one little area, or actually probably a better option would be automatic dispenser right there. Yeah, it's a better option. I'll just set this up for sweep only and pick only the stuff that's nearby. Sorry, Travaldo. You're off the list. Busman, You're also off the list. Anemic immediately writes you off. And Nails, you're a loud sleeper. Also off the list, because I don't really feel like dealing with it. Ah, man. Running Pod has not been nice today. Well, just in general. Last couple days, it's been kind of meh. It's like, I don't think so. They're just kind of smacking me around for that. I'm worried about this. Like, don't have enough oxygen throughput in pipes to be able to fill this entire system. Hmm. How much extra petroleum do we have laying around? Nope. Maffic did actually end up melting. There's that. Storage unavailable. You know what? I'm going to higher priority this and see if anyone gets around to it, because I'm pretty sure I have somebody that has the skills for it. And Faust, don't you? Oh, excuse me. Analysis research planetarium. We've got people that can do it. Hmm. Okay, Samwraith is going to grab the object. Good. Good job, dude. And should be Info. Hey, Infos is the one coming up to save the day. Nice. I have no idea where we're going to put it, by the way. Like, legitimately, I have absolutely no idea where we're going to shove it. We'll think of something. I just don't know at the time. Like, I now have a wristwatch with a 30 decor over 5 tiles. Okay. In theory, I could just shove it right here. Furniture. Granite. Why not? me find the wristwatch in the list. Which, it's a big list. Yes. Oops. Can you bring me my watch real quick? Crazy? Bring it on down, bud. There we go. How's the decor now? Nice. 78 decor, 5x5. Yeah, space artifacts do quite a hell. I'm pretty sure that's because of that. It's just beaming that way. Yeah, pedestals are. Space artifacts are always a good thing. Oh, we're halfway there. Food. Mm-hmm. Patient. Yep. B contact. That's fair. Still no petroleum here. Concerning. Giant. There's 400 kilograms worth of it just sitting there. Come on. You don't have all day. I would like to get the nuclear power plant online here soon. Come on. Yep. Okay, there's one bottle coming along. Good. Come on, you expand. Expand. Yes. Come on. Go to the end. All I need. So close. Inching its way across. Come on, petroleum, I believe in you. Please don't stop one tile away. Please don't stop one tile away. Yes. Okay. How much is actually there, though? 13 kilograms. Barely a kilogram. 7 there. Yeah, we really should add more than that. 5 is like bare minimum. I don't want it cooking itself off. Somehow self-deleting. That would be bad. So worried about my rocket setup. I prefer having 3, but with nuclear rockets, this is pretty much the maximum that you can do. Unless you want to put the batteries inside the rocket, which is not a good idea. Not to mention the amount of battery juice that you get from the mega rocket that doesn't have any decay is... yeah. It's a no-brainer to leave it. Problem is I probably need to figure out a spot to put a manual generator in here. The only spot I can think of is like right here. I may need to put one in here at some point. So, oh, toilets. Why? Why are you causing people to have to go for toilets? 11 kilograms. That's fine. Oh, it's getting so close. Obviously, we need to clean up all the excess materials before, you know, we irradiate the hell out of everything. That would be something I have to pay attention to. Temperatures, everything's in yellow at 31. Still funny that that's 119, and it's like, yeah. That'll be fine. It'll be fine. Biggie. Oh. Okay, so the steam turbines are running out of energy to sap. Okay, cool. I think it's time we go back in here, remove this, and allow more lava into the room. Probably a good idea at this point. There's the temperature. It's fighting it. Six, 4. Well, it is progressing. It's just really, really, really slow. Just kind of expected. I feel like the temperature's just not falling fast enough like it's supposed to. Only at 100 degrees, 70. Hmm. 1441.5. Currently gaining mass, that's the question. 60. Huh. And technically all the energy is being transferred from over here into this single line of lava here. I'm just trying to figure out where it's taking the energy from directly. Unless it's just sapping it from everything, which is possible. I see the decimal moving. Then there's temperature transfer afoot. Yep. Okay, so it's sapping everything. Ah, boy. I had a feeling that was going to be the case eventually. And 68. 6. Well, it's trying to go up. There it goes. Saying you're watching the numbers like, come on, go higher. Drain more energy faster. Damn it, lava, transfer faster. The freaking lava, for God's sake. Literally a 1-to-1. Well, need to install this anyway. Lower the temperatures again. I might want to break that abyssalite at some point and allow the steam in. I know it's hot, Yuki. It'll be fine. It's below the threshold of your suit at this point. There you go. And there goes the temperature. Yeah, it's sapping energy from everything. Which means every time that we are connecting this beam, every ounce of lava is currently sending its energy down the way towards the base. Towards its connection point, because it's the only spot that temperature transfer can actually occur. The game is just sending everything it's got. Which is actually pretty good. It means that the uniformity of cooldown is going to be very, very swift once it hits the point where everything solidifies. Which will make cleaning that area out very, 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 very fast. Because technically we can just dig it all up and not care. Also, we're down to 33 degrees over here. Yeah, waste are really, really, really strong still. This is all nice and 40 degrees. Now it's like, okay, cool, 32 degrees. And climbing. Our phosphorite is still going up. Oh, everyone's working out pretty well, so far at least. Gas pressure is still stabilized right at around 20. This elixir's actually drained a considerable amount, but we're pumping out so much CO2 that I don't think they'd be able to keep up unless I tripled the amount of them. And even then, it would still be a little tight. I do need to clean this out, seal this in proper. Right here, right here. Once that's done, I also need to install the power lines, which I need to send gold over. Ah, damn it. Still debating if I want to add another pip zone. Oh, I should say another pip zone at main base. Specifically. Because I do need to actually build a pip zone on a couple of the other planets. Because technically speaking, they can easily just become fully operational, and then they don't need any kind of input whatsoever. And they also end up creating a massive amount of extra power. So, those are just the best. Kind of absurd to me. And it's just like, why are pips so strong? And it's like, well, they automatically plant their own food supplies. They're completely independent of really needing that much when it comes down to duplicate interaction. They don't eat the fuel supply that comes from their food. Technically. You can still get lumber off of it even if they're eating the plant. And then they also produce dirt. And then the lumber also produces both polluted dirt and ethanol, which can be converted into polluted water, energy, or just a couple other things are used as coolant. So it's like, yeah, you get a lot of options with them. A little bit longer before you can do an actual rocket launch again. Where is that hot water coming from? Oh, it's okay. It's a mixture because it's coming from the steam turbines again. That's fine. Soon a nuclear reactor will be online. Soon. I'm going to cool this down again. Do not know how long this will take to get rid of all that lava. It'll be a while, that's for sure. I think the first thing that we'll do with Super Coolant, besides some basic stuff back at main base, is probably come over here and rejig this entire system. I think that'll be the first thing that we do. I really need to get those 2 temperature shift plates in there, and I'm kind of like, when we actually get it over here, it'll be by the time this goes dormant. And then I can actually add some super coolant in here proper. Yeah. Can you guys not reach this? Yeah, Proto, I'm going to allow you in for the time being. But I'm going to make sure that you don't go that way. So you can build from this side and use your suit and everything, but I don't want you doing anything stupid. I do really want to get this sorted, so I don't have to worry about it. Oh, sweet alarm. There's an allergic herald. Not happening. Again, I will never accept allergies ever again. I don't care what chat says. Like, not happening. A decreased building operating Gossman, which is the most painful thing I have seen in a while. Because the whole point of having an operator is them being a mechatronics engineer, and they have to build everything. So them being building impaired is terrible. And a supplying doctor. A super hard digging caregiver. Unpracticed artist, which is really nice, and unconstructive, which is not great. Yeah, I think we'll just take the Sweetle larva. I don't think I've introduced this thing to this planet yet, so yeah, why not? It's not gonna live very long if I actually domesticate it because there's no food here, but I guess we just kind of let him do his thing. Get all that excess water. Still need to expand the natural gas geysers. No, natural gas generators. Left. And then add an actual liquid lock here, I guess. That way I stop off-gassing materials. How's the temperature on everything? And immediately runs out of juice. Damn it. Crap. I do need to send Glassbook over here, actually. It's a higher priority target. That's all that done. I need to remove this so that way they can come on in here and deal with that. You are gonna lose some oxygen, but it's fine. Oops. Fix this. Yep. Losing gas. Come on, dupes, hurry it up. Okay, I guess I still want to build that. Yes, rock then, and build that. Okay, dupes, who's the one coming to build this? Raise primary current errands. Oops. Derps. Literally just losing oxygen to space because I'm wanting them to get this done. Raise current errand. Good. Good. All that's gonna get done now. You can eat food after we plug the hole to space. Please. Come on, Dips. You can do it. They're so close. Come on, guys. 2 tiles. Please. Making me waste oxygen. Come on. They're legitimately just ejecting oxygen into space at the moment. Spoon and spoon. Okay, spoon, hurry it up. You have maximum speed, so please. Come on. There you go. Good. Now, build that tile back. Okay, we're gonna close this one off from everyone. Can't actually get the door stuck. And lock this door again. And then allow that one. Okay. So now I am venting CO2 into space. And I don't have to care about it. Because now we can just get rid of it. Hooray! Now I can actually set up my natural gas generators. Because a massive waste of CO2 that I didn't need. And I'm perfectly okay getting rid of all of it. Just using standard stuff. Trying to see if I can maybe fit one of these gyms down over here for more easily accessible zones. The problem is that it will interfere with overall room composition. I don't really want to stick it near the hydrogen vent, because if I do that, that's just going to waste it. Because I'll have to scoot that away anyway in a later date. I still don't know how I'm going to set up the hydrogen vent as a whole. Like, eventually we'll just move all the, like the whole base is going to go down a bit. Like, once all the industrial, like, overall systems are completely and totally fully functional with absolutely no overflow of energy or waste heat. After that, I don't really need to care much about it. Oh, I do need to get back in here and clean this out. I actually should be able to build this diagonally if I remove that tile. It'll make both of these tiles accessible. And we should be pretty good after that to go. And yeah. I'm gonna cross my fingers and hope that works. Always, well, we might have a problem. Hopefully not. Okay. That is now completely installed in there, which means there's no temperature transfer at all. The only thing I'm a little worried about is that I do want to add a conveyor bridge right here. This might prevent temperature transfer in this little section here. If this works, then technically speaking, I can connect both up. I'll have to watch the temperature very carefully here, because it could blow up in my face, and this could be bad. My ladder right here could just melt. And that would be very bad, actually. Be like, oh, crap. Then my dupes will have to come down here, over and down, to be able to get around it. Oops. Okay, can we get this? Can we build that before the cobalt volcano goes off in 0.5 cycles? That would be great. Spoon? Ray's delivering. Spoon. Yeah. Get down here and help with this. We have a slight emergency. I thought you would have already installed that when I queued it up and you did everything around it, but I guess not. So instead, I'm just going to send you on your merry way and hope that you solve the problem. Also, we need to insulate this and this. And I probably need to add yet another... Oh, no. This. Okay. So if this turns red, we're going to have a problem. Therein lies the issue. I'm just like, when this goes off, if up here turns red and this CO2 right here gets superheated, we are going to have a massive problem. If it doesn't happen, we'll be fine. I have my concerns. I think I should add over here as well, just in case. Because these can, in theory, prevent damage. Come on, dupes. Hurry it up. Okay, so that's 140 degrees to 380. Oh my god. Okay. Any temperature transfer going on? No. Good. No temperature transfer, no temperature transfer. Okay, much better. That's hot. This is my concern zone right here. This is also why I want to separate all of this. Because this needs to go through here, and that needs to connect to there. Yeah, I'll make this look better later. Like that, even I'm just like, God, this one giant cable looks like absolute trash. Ugh. Yeah, I need to fix that. Also, that needs to get switched out there. Hmm. That probably can go. Once everything else is installed, of course. No temperature transfer. Okay, cool. So the bridges are working as intended. Very good. It's on the vacuum, so nothing's touching. Biggest issue is right here, where everything can overheat. And it's something I gotta be very, very, very fucking careful about. Because, yeah, that happens. Just goes from like, oh yeah, nice balmy 24 to 60 instantly. This is why we insulate to the best of our abilities. I hate this so much sometimes, though. Just when the game generates stuff like this in the farthest corner of the map, you have to be able to insulate everything on its way in. Well, it's all coming out at 26. I'll take it. Industrial cooler is 100% working. It has just enough actual energy transfer and distance that it can actually properly convey the energy from the molten metal, which is then solidified. That's pretty good. Assuming most of this water is from ice. Most likely. 12 degrees cobalt. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, it's definitely overkill, but I am okay with that. I do really need to send another step over. Also, Spoon, what's going on with you? Why are you having issues? Quick mushroom. You're not eating food? Not eating food at all. Also, that's the excess water. Okay. Yep. Get over here and eat. It's like, why have you not eaten yet? Oh, but Bone. Bone. Bone, get in there and get your food. What are you doing? There you go. I'm literally about to go, what is wrong with you? There you go. Don't make me get as concerned as I need to be for that. That's very much a Spoon, what are you doing? Like, don't you even dare. Going to increase the gym system. Should get them running on the wheels more often. Nope, or not. Alrighty then. This is a little weird. Where are you going? Oh, you're going to go take care of play. Okay. I don't know what they're up to. Is there any way I can set up a very basic cooling loop to start shooting stuff off? Not really. Hmm. Yeah, I need to get some petroleum or naphtha here. I need a small little cooling loop. Don't know how I'm gonna do it though. That's the question. I mean, I could probably incorporate bits of the base's cooling loop into the system. Just utilize the polluted water generation, I guess. That connects to there, that connects to there, I guess. Huh. That would work. Kind of. The biggest issue, obviously, is that it's nowhere near the actual input of the gold and cobalt. Because again, all my nuclear is going to be over on this side. This is my, like, generic, if I ever need to send anything, and I can get it set up in, like, 10 cycles cooling loop sort of thing, then I would do it that way. The squeaky puff exists. Yay. Hmm. More cobalt. Just having going up a little bit, but yeah, I just need a better source of power here. I could probably build a small little coal generation system over here. The problem is we aren't really making that much coal. We're definitely not making enough lumber for a wood burner, I don't think. Hydrogen? We have a hydrogen geyser, it's just in the middle of the base. I don't know. Hmm. New printables. Ooh, excellent for better version. Nope. Kitchen menace. Fine. Animal lover, but you're not. Animal lover with husbandry. That's all I need. That's very hard to get my hands on. Mm-hmm. Well, as long as they're getting their gym time in, that's all that matters. Watching them, and it's like, yeah, it should be fine. How am I going to get the gold back over here? I need it for the cables. Technically speaking, I could probably shove it into the rocket and be on the way back, I guess. Refined metal. Gold. Only. Temperatures in here. 25, that's fine. Like, Butan has this tiny little thing, but it's really, really effective. That's really all that you need is just one single Rad Bolt generator in space with cooling with an interplanetary launcher. That's it. It works wonders. It's really dumb though, but it does work. That. I'm very tempted to just start slapping down like coal. Just plop it all right here and just be like, okay, cool. We don't have that much coal on this planet, but I could probably just cheekily do something with it. Just to add the energy required to get the thing started up. Literally as simple as this. To give it a little bit of a juice boost. Like, more energy. Outside, I don't have that much coal, but still, we'll try to work with what we've got. I'll see if I can freeze out the system. That's the main goal here. Once I get this placed in. I just get it all built. On my backup battery supply fully functioning. And we're so close. Come on. I can reach that, so that's perfectly in range. What we do is just shove all the coal that we have on the planet right in this box and inject it directly into this system. And then cross our fingers and hope. Okay, oops, we need consumable ore, we need coal. There we go. Yeah, we'll just stuff this box and hope. That is still not even close. 3 literal fucking coal generators, and it's just, nope, still not enough energy. As expected. To be honest, this will never not be running for the most part, but I can at least try. Regulate them to just their power consumption. Come on, coal generators, you can do it. Everything else as well, just keep these running. That's all I need. We set this for 95 and 15. Okay, so that should hopefully save us some actual power. Okay, yeah, no, fully automating that. It's just an excess backup power supply unit is a go. Cool. I will definitely need to find a better source of 18? Yeah, 1,800 watts. This is what we really need. I need a better infinite supply of that. Actually, now that I think about it, all of the gold on the map over at Drapola will now be cooled down. So I think all my gold's safe to touch. Maybe over here. The cobalt is not. There's still 3,500 at 200 degrees. Okay, we can't touch that. All the gold here is safe. I think everything is clear. Yeah, actually. I can also get rid of these, finally. No longer need to double stack stuff anymore, which is good. Okay, so that's all running fine. Obviously, I really do need a renewable source of energy for this planet, such as more solar panels, but I don't think we can equate that up to the amount of energy for this, so I'll have to think of something else. There's other ways of getting energy out of stuff. Yeah, I'll think of something, but hey, at least the cooler's up and operational. It's not destroying everything. Is nice. They do probably need to add a ladder right there. Yes. Okay, so this one's cooling is absolutely way over what we need, but I'm okay with that. That's a very good thing. It's like, how much cooling is this? Notices this turning blue. Okay, we're good. I don't need to worry about that one. Good, 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 good. Okay. That cleanup continues. This I need sweep only, high priority. I want all of the pinch of peppermint seeds be scooted over. I need the Murph leaves as well. And blossoms, it looks like. Also some balm lilies are in there as well. So we'll scoot those too. Then we need igneous mafic, obsidian, everything except fossil, and I think granite. You granite? Just igneous. Yeah, just igneous. Phosphorate and fertilizer. I'm not seeing anything in there for fertilizer. Then you consumable ore, coal. I think that's everything. Oh, and lead. I need to scoot lead out of the way. Find metal, lead. There we go. Should be able to pile everything in on this tile right here. That should dramatically improve the overall efficiency when I have to actually build there and clean up the entire place. It'll just be one giant pile instead of hundreds of tiny piles. They're just slightly out of reach for my dupes and they'll have to walk further. The other big question I have for myself here is lead suit checkpoints. We have 100 steel. Oh no. Okay. Yep, that's going right there. Might need to actually move it back by one. You know what? For completion's sake. Yes. And we'll have 1, 2 if necessary. Big downside. Don't think I have enough steel for the second one, do I? No, that's making it out of iron. That is really, really, really dumb to do that. I guess that will melt. How much is this one? It's also 100? Okay. I'll remove all of that, switch everything for insulated tiles, and then slowly fill in the bottom. Because we are definitely going to need a actual suit dock down here. Downside is that it will need to be vented before I can actually come down here safely. Because having to do switch suits right near the nuclear reactor is asking for a problem. It's perfectly fine where it is location-wise, but it's not perfectly fine because of, you know, the 595 kilograms of 179 degrees centigrade steam in the environment. Or the hydrogen, or just a lot of other things. Not a lot of good things down here. Trees. More coming in. Yep. Actually, can the rocket get there and back now? Now I can do it. I think it's time we do an early launch. Yeah, screw it. Let's do an early launch. Got plenty of fuel to get back and forth. Pickle meal. Yep. We'll have 3 towels worth of excess fuel left. Fine by me. Okay, who is bringing me the pickle meal? Crazy is. Okay. Temperature. Yellow, green. I can pop that open and continue cooling this down. So happy for these guys. Give it up, guys. Okay, yep, you can just ignore that one. Okay? Just seeing, just like, I'm gonna just keep going. I'm like, oh, there's 6.3 tons there, man. You're gonna have to scoot it there anyway. Fine. Keep doing whatever you're doing. $76, and we've already filled 1.5. And there's still 76 days left of fuel from this thing. God, the sheer amount of water that these cool steam vents put out is just absurd. Like, every time I look at them, I'm like, these things are nuts. I wish I had them on every planet. I'd never have to worry about water ever again. On any planet. Just cool steam vent everywhere. Problem solved. Flat out. It's just ridiculous. $4K steel here. How is the other planet's steel going? Oh, what the... you doing? Lex, you're literally my cook. Why are you coming all the way on up to the rocket? You're about to get booted out of the rocket when you're done going to the bathroom. Out. Shoo. Okay, is Dean in the rocket yet? Yes, he is. In the launch sequence. Launch it, buddy. Actually, I've gained extra fuel. So I gave you an extra cycle and a half before I hit the launch key. Off you go. Go gather me some fullerene. See what we come back with. Probably not going to be that much, but God help me if it isn't any at all. uh... Main thing here is that we're going to need to get rid of... Well, we're going to need to start switching out ethanol for super coolant. When we start doing that in mass, it's going to dramatically improve our overall cooling loops and overall base functionality. Super coolant, as the name implies, is literally just overpowered. Like, it's one of my favorite things in this game. It and thermium. See what the principals have in store for us. An oxyfern? They do exist. Supply cooking handy mulhand narcolept. Amari, if you came earlier, I would have 100% taken you. God damn, that's actually not that bad. Downside, I don't really need you. Maybe in the last planet, because we kind of have everyone set on up, so that way we can just kind of not care until I have to develop 2 more planets. I don't have to think about new dupes. But they're probably all going to be rancher cooks, so you're a supplying cook? Kind of doesn't work out that well, bud. Gourmet, don't really care about Niles, and Max is just alright. But Oxyfern, I can only get from the printing pod anyway. Kind of want to put more down here, but I really need to get some natural tile growth in here, so that way I can get pips to actually plant stuff and I don't have to care about it. But I do have an oxyfern here, and we already naturally planted, so I could probably try to figure something out. So let's call it in here and see what we can do. That's probably best. Yeah. So how's your cooking now, Pencil? Beans up to 4. Kitchen Menace is still a problem. It's still funny, because it's like, yeah, the Kitchen Menace thing is hilarious, because they actually gain a +1 morale bonus. So you can train them on it, and you don't have to care as much. And the main thing right now is I need to be paying attention to really forcing research here. Applied Sciences research. Let's just force that one. Icaria. I'll give you both of those, and then I'll switch you over to that soon. Give you the Applied Sciences hat. I need both Pencil and Icaria to actually be capable of cooking. Just as a safety precaution. I don't know where the pips might plant the oxy. I wouldn't mind them putting it somewhere around here. Kind of like... maybe here? I could try to force a natural tile growth there. Some plants growing here. That's about it. Yeah, it might be possible to try to force a natural tile right there. It's gonna be derpy, but it could work. What we want to try, though. So I'll have to seal this tile in. I know the heavy watts right there, isn't it? Yes. I have to be able to build it over it, but I don't think... no, we can't. Temperature 22. Okay, cool. Well, the temperature on this one over here in the corner is actually getting pretty good. 25. Still 31. Still going to be a little rough due to how much cobalt's going to be coming into this system. I think it can do it, though. That's the million-dollar question, though, is do I think it won't explode, melt, or have some sort of catastrophic failure? I don't think it will. But it could. It's only 3 coolers, and it's like, there's a high likelihood this could go wrong. I cannot 100% guarantee that this cooling system is as compacted as it is, will be able to handle this. It should. I just don't know for sure. Not in the temperatures. And to be honest, this is one hell of a mega project. Combining 4 volcanoes into 1 cooler is not an easy process. 3. 3D.3. Hot material, as you can see it. I like the visualization of how easy this is to see. How hot this stuff actually is. It's like, oh look, the cobalt's coming in, and the entire thing is just immediately red. Like, yep. Here it comes. So the big question is, can this handle an entire sequence of the volcanoes being active, and I mean all of them, and then can it cool down to being below where it was before all of the volcanic material, in other words, all the liquid metals, which was solidified, can it cool it down more than what it starts with in each cycle? If it prevents it from melting, and it's able to cool it down more than it's actually started, then we're good. If it can't, then we got a problem. This thing will eventually blow up in my face. And I don't know if it's going to be able to do it. I mean, the math checks out, but if they all activate at the same time, because these volcanoes do have intermittent eruption periods, I don't know if it will be stable. That's the part that confuses me and also goes, it's really pushing the line on that one. It's really trying to bring the temperature back down. We'll see. I really need to sort the excess power in actually addition first now, but well, temporary power works too. Huge. It's 3 volcanoes right now, soon to be 4. So I mean, it makes sense. It's massive. Yeah, I'd rather see it being turned into ice right now than not. I think I'm going to dismantle these soon. Really don't need this here anymore. If anything, I need to cool this down and then remove the hydrogen. I think it's time we can remove these two. And they are a huge boost in actual energy generation over here because, well, yeah. Yeah, I think it's time we remove them. And I can start working towards the rest of this. These. Clean up everything else. Get it all situated. Come on, guys, clean it up. Stuff to move. Don't really know what we'll do with this cable, but I'm gonna just like gotta make it not look terrible. And most of my base doesn't actually look that bad when you really look, like when you pay attention to it. It's like, oh, this kind of looks like spaghetti when you first look at it, and you're like, wait a minute, every single line is layered out in parallel. Only real issue is this one right here. It's on one nice giant parallel cable. And I guess, yeah, this thing down here. Well, that's active again, so I can't touch that. I also need to send some glass over here. I keep parsing it because I'm like, maybe next time. Okay, let's stop sending sand for a little bit. Manufacture material, glass. What sand do we even have? 5.8 tons, and there's more on the way. Good. There is actually a way to automate a targeting beacon, but it requires doing the same kind of thing that I did over here in Butalin. With this little connector, and instead of having it being a red belt generator, you take a super arm. You can connect this up like so, and this will get cooled, because eventually it will overheat in space. So yeah. New live! Gonna check on what's going on. Ah, gotcha. Right now, we're just doing a bunch of micro maintenance and cleaning up stuff. Also, your duplicant seems to be doing just fine. Let me see if I can find them. Vicaria, where are you? Pencil? Vicaria, where are you? Oh, there. You're meandering about. Put you in as a bubbles. Narcoleptic, mole hands, kitchen menace, destructive, and super productive. Primary interests was ranching, which you actually have a massively high ranching skill to begin with of 14. 20 is normally the cap, but starting 14, I believe I can get you to 26. It'd be a powerful duplicant. I do need to start taming these guys eventually. I just need a better supply of seeds. Also, I'm probably gonna need a mini gas pump there at some point. That should all be fine. Yeah. Just to make sure I don't have to worry about off-gassing all the CO2 anymore. It should all be able to handle itself. This is literally just a stopgap measure for my primary cooling units. I also got you guys on the gym, so that way we can get your athletics up, so I don't have to worry about it too much. How's main base's suit situation? Not great. Got a lot of people standing around waiting on suits to fill. More throughput. Over here is doing better than over here. Got more than enough oxygen everywhere. It's just that getting the oxygen to the suits has been more of a problem when using a primary suit system. You need like three pipes for each of these. Oh, I should say each set of those suits. Bigger problem is obviously I need to get gold over here, and all of my gold supplies are over here. Thankfully, they're now going through the industrial cooler, so that's one giant thing off the list. Just keeping an eye on the temperatures, because we are slowly gaining more energy on this side. The chill is working over here, though. As long as all 4 volcanoes material that's going into here during their dormant periods is chilled down more than it starts, then we're fine. It should be able to. I'm just worried if all of them start going off simultaneously, then we might have a problem. The math did check out, so I do need to pop this one open, vent this entire... Well, actually first, vent this, liquid lock it, then pop it, then add more water, and then leave it alone. Let the automation do its thing. This is mostly done. We've got our 2 gold volcanoes and the 1 cobalt all the way over here, inputting their material all the way over here through our giant cooling loop. I also need to clean this up. And clean that up. Eventually this area will need to be cooled down because this is where I was dumping this this cobalt. And right now it's no longer an issue. Temperatures are 12 degrees, 11, and 9. And this thing can chill itself. Okay, I'm gonna raise this to... We'll just do 10 degrees. Should be fine. This is just for the steam turbines anyway. This is recapturing the excess energy lost from the steam turbines during the activation on all 3 of these. This one has its own independent one. Alright, we'll do 15. That way this one doesn't need to run as much. These 2, on the other hand, must be running at maximum to negative 25 to 40. 25 is the safe range for the petroleum within the cooling loop. For anyone wondering, this one is cooling this section, this one's cooling this section. And then obviously this one is the one for everything outside of this, which is all exhausting heat, aka all the steam turbines, any sort of batteries, power transformers, etc., etc. Like a little Paku. How's both of your athletics right now? Athletics 5, machining 7, good. 11, 12. Very good. Keep it up, you two. Oil plants, how goes cleaning? Wow, they've cleaned up half of it. There's so much crap here, it's not even funny. And I literally stripped the map, so I had all of it land on top of this thing, and I'm like, it needs to be cleaned up. Eventually this will get chilled, and I don't have to worry about it. The reason this is blue is it's in a vacuum. And eventually this will all be somewhat green, and in here will be just blood red from the, well, the heat. But from all the igneous rock, steam, and everything else that's going to be in there. So close to actually making a dent. Feel back up, dupes. Getting to 40 degrees. I don't want to go past 50. I need to give it a 20 range, safe range. Going past 50 means I could reach up to 70 and 75s when the ethanol starts blowing in the pipes. Which is actually left here. Down to 8 tiles. Good. It's so frustrating. It's so much lava. Seriously, it's so much lava. Damn it. I know you're exhausted. Almost nighttime. Come on. The fact that it's draining the only temperature transfer in this entire system. Like all of this lava, everything up here, is right here, because this sand is technically accessing space. So that was the only spot until I poked a hole in it and allowed it to transfer temperature into the steam box. So all of this lava, everything up here, the only reason this is taking so long over here is this is actually connected to everything, including the original cooling beam. Because this is the only spot that can transfer temperature at all anywhere. Is the sand. Which is why you're starting to see the igneous rock actually solidifying. Because all the temperature that was built up in here is actually getting drained through the lava. Going all the way through here and all the way down here. So every single minute that I keep this thing open, I'm draining like 0.05 centigrade per every tile. It's a tiny amount, but it's actually starting to affect it because this area is also radiating that heat into the lava on the other side. So most of the energy is getting sucked away. It's just going to take a long time. Eventually you'll see this like solidification of magma where it turns into technically solid rock, but as you can see it's kind of oozing. Like, that is actually rock. It's just jello in consistency. But those are natural tiles now. Also 32.5 tons of igneous rock just sitting there. Mostly all of it came from up here. But eventually this will all solidify. And then I can actually start... I can poke a hole through here. We can dig our way through. And we can start cleaning out all the material. Anything left over, I can just deject to space if I need to. The main thing that I really want from this is all of this obsidian. Which there is a lot. I'm going to need all of it for insulated tiles and a bunch of other stuff. And then we need to get to the liquid sulfur geyser. This is the big one. Once I get this, food on any planet will become just negligible. Because the sheer amount of crap that this thing can actually feed is ridiculous. Like, I believe each and every single sulfur geyser... Yeah, most of these things have like a 15 cycle downtime and 70 cycle active time. They pump out 4.6 kilograms of sulfur per second. Each of these things, each plant, needs 10 kilograms. So it needs 10 kilograms, and this pumps out 4.6 kilograms per second. And that's per cycle. And they have almost no down period. If you can, the only issue with liquid sulfur geysers is they pump out so much material that you have to get it away from the sulfur geyser so it doesn't overload itself. It's just like a cool steam vent, only worse. So you have to just constantly be shoveling this thing at all times. Like, just pump it out immediately. Do not allow it to settle on top of the thing at all, and just remove the material. And it's like, each sulfurite geyser that I've ever worked with has been able to handle 4 to 5 farms each, which is insane when you realize it's 96 tiles of plants. They're also ranches. Nope. Nope. And plant murderer. Liam, why? Why did you get plant murderer? You're a doctor. Not bad. Uncultured. Fantastic, actually. Extra decorum bonus. Heavy Jester. Don't really care that much. But then you got plant murderer. Man. Turner, you're only a 7. We'll take the larva eggs. And we'll take them here. I do have a spot for them. Sadly, they do die. As you can see. But they do come on over. There we go. Bring me those eggs, would you? So, clean that up, would you? There we go. Yeah. Eventually we'll get into this whole system. Also, I'll probably build some sort of cooling in here. Today is not that day, so... This one's just going to take time. 80 degrees, 24, to 32. Okay, we did catch it beforehand, so I don't have to worry about it randomly exploding in my face. That's good. No random ethanol leakages. Cleanup is still going on that one. Dripple, how you guys doing? I should really up the priority on this. There we go. And then, how is the temperatures? 33.5 to 24.3. This has to get down to, check my thing, 18.6. And this has to get back to 24.4. If I can get both of those down to that point, we'll be fine. Obviously, that is without the other global volcano activating. This one goes dormant in 49 cycles. That one's just going to keep exploding. As long as this doesn't turn to steam, I think we'll be fine. It's actually okay if it turns to steam, but it will slow down the cooling rate considerably. That's why I'm like, I really want this to just turn to ice. And then whenever it flashes the water, then it just kind of keeps functioning. That's all we really need. Also, let me just do that. Also, I need to definitely strip that. Keep the corner edge. How's our slime situation? Still kind of meh. It's getting taken care of, it's just taking it a while. I really need to eradicate the rest of the slime lung down here. this real quick. There we go. Oh, there's a little bit of CO2 there. Okay, I was like, why are you having breathing problems? You down here? No, you're just standing there. It's just the CO2 right over their feet. Counting for it, I guess. Which is weird. Sometimes it counts and sometimes it doesn't. Clean that up. And all of that. To be honest, this is overkill. But I'm okay with it. Okay. If it is above 1,800. No. Just do 2,000. Because it'll have to be only CO2 in here. Okay, so that's 2,600. The way to maintain pressure over this would be going over 2,000, so if it hits over that, then we're good. And that should be fully taken care of by itself. Okay. Hopefully it has enough power. It's the really simplistic one. 7. I'm just watching this like, please don't go higher. Come on. Does look nice though. Our material overlay. Looks like a giant radiator, which is literally what it is. Now hopefully this can handle itself. It's got to deal with this for 48.2 cycles. We'll see. We will see. Temperature 69, 27, okay. 45 to 27. Okay, okay. Actually, how much is left? The light tiles, it's down to 161.5, 300, 400. Okay, yeah, we're making pretty good progress. Soon this little chunk will be gone, and it will just be this little line right here, which will have infinite amount of, well, not infinite, but an absurd amount of magma to chew through here. Hopefully we can reduce the overall temperature over here by sapping all the energy from the side and down. If we can do that, then we'll be in business. How much time is it going to take? Which concerns me. How much glass have we sent over now? Seeing some extra missiles, which is good. Sand, sand, glass, sand. Okay, cool. We should up that. Also, you should be on your way back soon. Or have you already grabbed all your stuff? Nope, it's still drilling. That's what I thought. It's like I pretty much just left him up here because I'm like, are you done yet? As you can see, no. I do feel bad for Gene because I'm so used to launching rockets than staring at him over the map, but in this case it's gonna take a while, and it's really slow. I feel really bad for him because I'm just like kind of staring at the mini-map like, he'll get it eventually, it's fine, it's fine. This food. All that matters is his food freshness. Because he's perfectly fine with the oxygen supply that he's got. He's going to be stuck in his suit. Which, I mean, he's going to hate every single moment of this, but there's really nothing I can do about it. Actually, no, he's not, because his morale's just 20 and 60. I guess, it's all nice and green. Yeah, that's why. That is perfectly why. That, and also we have a great hall with a giant telescope in it. Technically speaking, if we're going to go from a thematical standpoint, this thing is actually poking out the side here. Because there is no gravity. He's floating around inside of a rocket with no gravity at all. And he's just kind of able to get around. That's about it. Now, extracting at 7.5 kilograms per second. I literally cannot make that go faster. He's got 1,253, 23.8 kilograms left to fill. This is probably the most dangerous job that I've got in the entire base, is sending out rockets to actually pick stuff up. And also landing on new planets. Into... I almost want to just shove the dense buffs into their own oxygen, or mini Rodriguez, and just give them O2. Or they can make oxalate. There's really no reason to do that. I mean, they're nice to have, but I don't really need them. They just kind of exist to help. Biggie Puffs, on the other hand, are, well, these exist as one of the more important things. Same with these guys. Oh, is the... Oh, yeah, you guys kind of eradicated the slime lung problem in your own area. And over here... I kinda need to take care of the polluted oxygen. Yeah. Right. Let's deal with it. I've been kind of ignoring it. All these to 9, so we actually deliver. I mean, if we get rid of all the polluted oxygen, these guys can't make slime anymore, and they'll only make oxalate. And then that'll be it. Be mission complete. Cargo capacity, almost done. Come on. 23.8, 23.8, and cannot store. Cargo thing is full. Okay, cool. Now, turn back to base. If you can get on the thing, he can cut it in half. So, yep, there goes. 2.2 cycles. Good job, bud. I'll be our first shipment of full grain, which means we can actually build what I want to build. Downside, we do not have a molecular forge here in the main base, but I could probably build one somewhere. Space over here. Refinements. Molecular forge, the massive construction. I really want to stick it right there. The second biggest building in the entire game. And guess it'll finally be time to clean this up. Probably put down 2 transformers right here in the corner. Actually, we keep sending all of our steel away, aren't we? Yes. Alan, how is your steel situation? Oh, you're all done, actually. Cool. Edible. All edibles. Anything that you can eat goes in there. Anything that's a cooking ingredient. Going to assume they have plenty of stuff now. Yep, 2,688 steel. Nice. Okay, I can stop sending it across. I can start saving it up over here. There we go. And now we should be able to claim almost all of our fish materials, aka all of the meals. We won't be claiming the eggs, obviously. That'll dramatically improve everything. Should probably grab the eggshells, though. Where is it? Organic. Eggshells. There you go. They can end up in the fridge. It's not a big deal. It'll be easier to reach than the water. The only spot that we can't reach is right here in the far corner. And over here. The fish really don't go over there anyway. Oh. But that all works. Okay, so that's now automated. Cleaning up the lava mess is still going to take some time. We'll need more steel, but we gotta get Flip Howland done too. Like, building so many different planets simultaneously and getting all their most basic functionalities working is just a pain in the butt sometimes. Even when I automate everything, it's still slow. How you going? 70 cycles, and we've already almost filled the liquid reservoir. Eh, boy. It makes too much water. I'm happy for it, but my god, they're just absurd. Squeeze where it's actually working. Still actually reducing the temperatures. Good. Even though we did it on a meme, I'm okay with it. Enough for another solar panel there, and I don't know if we're gonna do the dense buffs, they're just kind of extra. Nope, hey, you finally cleaned it up. Good job, dude. Clean that up. I have to install all of this. Nice clean line going there. Temperatures are going 31 to 33, so we're actually gaining or reducing temperature. Yes. 4. Okay. Yeah, that's all good. I do want to pop this, but I want to make sure that this is all safe with our current setup. This thing's going to keep going for 47 more cycles. If we can't fight the temperature there, then I'm going to have to figure something else out. I might need to go back in here and add more temperature transfers. Temperature shift plates. For more temperature transfer specifically. Now I can upgrade to super coolant on this, and that would dramatically improve the overall efficiency, but petroleum should be able to handle it. Well, everything else is working alright. Talon, how you guys holding up? Is the cleanup continued? Somewhat. They're working on it. They're just really goddamn slow. Alright. You guys don't need to move this stuff for that. You know what? Scoot that. What I really need you to clean up is over here. We need all of this stuff in here removed. That way we can pop this, add water, and then not have to care. Also, this needs to be replaced with petroleum and petroleum. Just using this to hold the vacuum right now. I know, 4% stamina. And down. Oh, I should say dupe down. Well. I'll get up when he's not exhausted into oblivion. Dupes, gonna higher priority that. Higher priority that. Okay. Everything else is working out right. .6. It will never hit melting temperatures from what I can tell, but it might overheat the system. And that's the thing I'm worried about. Still just sitting here like, As the temperature continues to rise, so does my oh shit kind of fucking feeling right now. Like, come on, game. Comes more heat again. Cobalt, about 90 degrees. The temperature is properly dispersing. That's the one thing I'm noticing. Like, we're okay on the proper dispersal. Using a gold lining with water on top of gold and cobalt ore conveyors, and utilizing petroleum is working as I expected. Would I prefer to put this as steel? Somewhat, yes. Aluminum would probably be too much, to be honest. Still very concerned. I feel like we just don't have enough cooling. Don't know what I'm gonna do with them. I'll figure something out. Here comes some more glass. Probably return to just doing sand and not glass. We don't need that much. I think just enough for 1.5 more pyramids. And I think that's the absolute limit that we can run with. Is any lime? No. Literally just sand at this point. Sand and steel. Those are the two things that we really just need to send off and about. Well, at least the nuclear power plant's steam turbine setups are done. They just need to be sealed in and properly cabled. Once that's finished, then mission complete. Also, Jane's just sleeping on the floor. That's fine. How's your food situation? Oh, you're good. Your rocket is technically generating 46.8 watts. Yeah, 46.8 watts per second. And you're literally only draining 20 watts. So you're okay. Sorry about not allowing you to use your telescope, but you have no power right now. It's like, utilizing the drill setup, you really are just kind of relegated to, you gotta live with a refrigerator, and that is it. The light in your suit, the refrigerator, and everything else is mechanically powered. Technically it's pressure powered, but that's beside the point. Total mass, 32 from 44, so it'll take 4 trips to strip this thing, and then it will regen anyway. I don't really have to worry about it. It also takes 71 cycles for the artifact to regen. Something new. So always kind of nice. Hey, sandstone. Irritable bowels and digging, gastrophobia, unconstructive, germ-resistant shabby dresser. Sadly, nobody of interest. There's a green thumb though, but you're not a researcher green thumb or a farmer green thumb. So not really interested, Ellie. Sorry about that. I'll take the sandstone. Always nice to have. How much petroleum do we have in the container? Oh, 1,400. Not bad. Not bad at all. If I need more petroleum for down here, we've got plenty. Definitely gonna have to rejig the actual power supply unit up here. I mean, to be honest, this should have been removed long ago. Big question I have is, where's the closest connection point? that. So I want to connect this. My best shot is here. I am so limited on my resources right now. Damn it. Okay. Well, I wanted, whatever I'm gonna do, it needs to go through here. I'll take it one line over and connect it into this node right here. So this cable needs to connect to 2 power transformers, and I need to remove this one, which is all copper. Okay, so we're going to recycle this. Yeah, we're going to just recycle this entire thing. I can finally get rid of you guys. Should have done this before. Kind of just mulling it over where I was going to actually put the insert point, and it looks like we've got the line now. That means this goes right through here. And we need to steal. One, two. If we want wire, we'll just make it out of iron. Like so. I can finally get rid of this. And this. This really not needed heavy wire can finally go away. Downside, I can't really get rid of this heavy watt joint plate here because there's currently 7.7 kilograms of polluted oxygen directly behind it, and if I pop that open, it will explode into this room. So we'll just ignore that for now. This one I can get rid of, though. And I can just replace it with another tile. Preferably plastic. Here I can fix this by just doing this. Letting this hole vent. And then sealing that in. And that'll easily fix the problem. Construction-wise, let me maximize this. And that. And we can get this cable plugged in proper. Also, let me open that door. Vent out the excess materials. Seal this room. Vent this little chamber here. Once this is completely empty, then we'll be good to go. Like, all of this needs to get built too. I've been kind of holding off on doing that one for a little while because I was like, I don't think we have the resources. Yeah, we do. Mission successful. Go, go, go. Recycle everything else. You can do it, Dips. I believe in you. I don't trust you, but I believe in you. Number one rule of this game, never trust your dupes. Will absolutely try to kill themselves under every single instant. Like, ah, yes, this has a chance of killing them. Okay, they're gonna definitely try to kill themselves on it. It's like, why, dupes? Why? Why must you always do this to yourselves? Oh no, full bladder. Other problem. Bathroom. Go. Someone else handle that one, Zal. There you go, Zal. As duly noted, this is my excess power generation. I still need to get rid of that. Are the bees handling it? Oh, temperatures are actually still dropping. Good. I want to say converting everything to literally blue. How did we get depleted uranium in here? What? Tungsten 9. Huh. This uranium goes up at 858. We're not even close to those temperatures. Like, literally, there's nowhere on my entire base that's close to that except for like the abyssite pieces. Weird. I just was like, wait a minute, why am I saying depleted uranium? I don't have any enriching processes that would create it. Why is it in here of all places? Also, never hitting that button. That's weird. But either way, I need to get this stuff back in base. And I need to dump off the cargo. Which means... You're in there. Okay. You go to a 9. This goes back to filling up the rockets. So we got 1,200 kilograms of negative 30 fullerene. Mmm. I look good. All gonna be stuck in there. Okay, I need to actually build a... Where is it? Unloader. A melting point on this thing? 3,000. Okay, yeah, that should be fine. How to be sure that your thing won't melt? Make it out of something that just is physically impossible to melt. The worst part is I have to dismantle this every time. Just out of an abundance of caution. Oh no, does this thing actually need power? Yes, it does. Ah, crap. Okay, I'll just make it out of iron, and if it melts, it melts. We should not be exchanging temperature, except for... I think it's 45 degrees. Yep, that's all fine. All. Move everything. I need it out of this container. Like I could manually empty the storage, or I could just use a solid rocket unloader and just dump everything out onto this one tile. I think that's all we're gonna do. So get it out of there. And then we'll deconstruct everything and rinse and repeat as we need it. Because, to be honest, the material temperatures are so fucking hot that it's just not worth keeping any of this stuff actually built. I still don't understand why they were like, oh yeah, this thing can totally function in these kinds of temperatures. And you're just like, what? Like, they gave it a point where it doesn't overheat. But then they were like, oh yeah, it does have an overheat temperature. It's 2050. It's like, okay, cool. Its melting point is before the overheat point. This is a nuclear rocket. Hydrogen and nuclear, which is going to be what you're going to use for drilling, even the steam turbine one, will end up overloading the system. So you're better off just deleting it by dismantling it and then rebuilding it when you need it. I hate that fact. The only thing that still bothers me to this day is that these unloaders are pointless. To keep them actually constructed when you're actually, you know, setting up an automated rocket back and forth makes no sense now because you need the unloaders. The unloaders are pointless. Maybe one day they'll actually add something that makes it so they're not completely ass, but, you know, to keep them out. It's just that hasn't happened yet. Come on, Dips. He's getting that built. The good news is that we have a ton of fullerene and some extra gold. 3,000 kilograms, 1,200 kilograms. Fine carbon, sure. Sedimentary rock, 5.4 tons. Regolith, 1.1. That works for me. Mostly I'm just going there for the fullerene. The good stuff. The really good stuff. Also, what the... No, never mind. He's good. Never mind. I think I'll just leave him alone. He's doing fine. Priority that. That does not need to be max priority. Temperatures starting to get green again. Degrees, 32. Still hot to an extent. 30 degrees, 31, and 31. Oh, we're getting closer and closer to actually being able to clean up this entire mess. Not there yet. $35 degrees. 23. Quite the gradient. But it is working. Okay, dupes, high priority that, please. I'm priority on that. I'm priority on that. Please mop that up. And that. I think it's time we finally clean this mess. Sure, I don't actually sweep there. Sweep around it, just not on it. Okay. $11. 657. Still kind of iffy if I really want to keep the gems like this. I'll have one gem non-powering the actual base. Well, assisting powering the base because they keep getting kicked off of it like this. Yeah, just separate that. This one can run indefinitely. This one will only run when this is running low on power and nothing else is running. construction purposes, let's just maximize that. Get the ball rolling a little bit faster. Okay, good. You're just hungry, you don't have to go to the bathroom. Good. I'm parody that when you're ready. Also working fine there. Just the battery. Okay, cool. So yeah, we are generating more than I need. Just gonna let that thing dump itself. That's how it goes. Ready to clean up. It goes well. There's still some polluted oxygen. Come on. Vent everything. Shoo. Shoo. It'll take some time for that to go away before I can actually seal that off proper. But, in the meantime, where is it? Molecular forge. Yes. Beautiful. Say hello to the big boy. Downside, if I plug it into that, it will probably tank the power grid. This fluctuates a lot. Yeah, I think we can actually plug this in. Yeah, they're good. Ah, it feels good seeing a molecular forge on my base again. Downside, it's not in the steam room, which is concerning because this thing can get really, 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 really hot. But that will come later. For sure. Come on, Gene. You can do it. Went through the entire night and you still haven't finished. What's your construction skill? I don't think it was that high, was it? No. No. Your athletics is good. Your machining is fantastic. Your science is 15. Cuisine is 18. Piloting is 17. Yeah, you're, you're one of my better dupes. Problem. Your ability to build things is, exceedingly lacking. Sorry, Gene. A few times that's become a problem. Damn it. Oh my god, you're still not done? I can't see the bar, it's underneath the thing. You're so close. Yeah, I'm just gonna let you go. Like, I'll have someone else come by and fix it up. I know. Oops. The pickled meal is in the doorway. I repeat, the pickled meal is in the doorway. Ah, damn it. Somebody please come grab that. Please. Oh, good. There could do it. He's my best builder, I believe. Yup. Construction 21. Ah. Thank you. There we go. We can get fullerene, so I don't need sulfur specifically for it, which is fantastic. Because we have fullerene, I literally just need shipments of petroleum over here, which we already have. Gold, which is the bigger problem. And yeah, we've got it. That is fantastic. I can make super coolant. Nope. What are you doing? Hey, Brig. Good morning. We've officially reached the point where I can start making super coolant. Mission successful. I can actually start launching more rockets. Inside, gotta pump more power into that. Also, pretty sure this melted. Yes. Damn it. That's your melting point, 1534. Yep. It was a little too hot. Just a little bit. I was like, why did that stop? Oh, it melted. Never mind. I'll just turn that to steel so it won't melt anymore. I had a feeling that would happen probably at some point. I'm like, iron's not really going to hold up. No. All of this, I should say this component here, this here, and the cable is all technically temporary because you never leave these things alone. Because if you try that, which is hilarious, it has an overheat of 2050, which is insane when you think about it, but then the realization that melting point is 1534.9, and this Rebel engine reaches 2400 degrees. So you physically can't use unloaders with an active rocket nearby. So every time you want to use one of these, you just have to dismantle it. Until you get thermium, you physically cannot keep this thing nearby the actual rocket launch point. So this is just a temporary deposit point. That's it. It sucks, but that's just how it's designed. And it's like, okay, cool. It feels like a game oversight, but they just haven't done anything about it. Phobia, can't do digging, decorating, tidying. Not a terrible dupe, but not great. Managing, upgrading, researching. All ones, though. Show taste buds actually pretty good. I'll take the Joya seeds, but I'm going to take them over in Talon. I don't have that many Joyas. I kind of like them all over the place. They're the little cactuses that you see everywhere. Really up the amount of decor that we have. Furniture. I do have some diamond left over. Got 3 of them, right? So let's do it like that. 1, 2, 3. Also, your dupe is doing just fine, Frank. Construction is at 11 now. Excavation 17. Machining 16. Athletics is 27. Insane. You probably need to increase your science and cuisine skills. Medicine, you're really not getting that much ability to do anything. And strength is lowish. Kind of a generalist dupe over here. The athletics on you is absolutely insane. Oh yes, 27 athletics. What? I think sparkle streaking, when that occurs, that pushes them up to 32. Which is 320% movement speed. Very, very, very fast dupe. Very effective too. Also, let's check the large industrial brick. 37. Oh, I know. I know it caused rocket melting. I've had multiple rockets melt in the past. Also, welcome back, Tom. Yeah, so in most cases, I normally just ignore the rocket unloader. And then I just use them as a temporary drop-off point. Like so. Or it's not even really that big of a deal. Yes, I remember when the rockets were melting. That was quite bad, because every time it would crash the game. Because in most cases, it wasn't the engine that melted, it was the crew cabin. And when the crew cabin melted, all of the material tried to load into the world, and then it broke. Because it would all try to load and melt it. So the entire game would just crash over and over and over. So yeah, that was always fun. Normally, the way that I work with these stupid things is that I just use them temporarily, or I just delete the cargo bay and just drop all the goods on the bottom. Yeah, that's fair. And for me, I generally just use them temporarily. And yes, the constant crashing of molten Spacefarer modules. Never a fun experience. The dumbest experience ever. I still remember the first time it happened by accident when I was in which one was that one? I think it was the test bed for... which one was it? I think they were doing something with the disease controls. And it was right before the fridge reworks. So before we had to, put everything in CO2 like I always did anyway, and then freeze everything out as well. And if I remember right, I was like just testing out a petroleum rocket, and the petroleum rocket melted the tube that the rocket was sitting in, but it actually melted on launch. So the game had auto-saved, and every time I reloaded the save, the Spacefarer module and the new battery literally just melted. So all I would see is this go up, and everything else was still attached, but all of this component here was just gone. And it was just like, uh-oh. And then when I tried to bring it back down, the game crashed. Every single time. Which was just oof. Now, if it had melted and then auto-saved on the launch pad, that save would have been totaled, because the second I loaded the save, it would have crashed instantly. But when I tried to bring the rocket back down is when it actually crashed. Because obviously the rocket was technically calculated in space. So the Spacefarer interior was still rendered and not melted. But the second that you bring it back to, back down to a planet, that's when everything was just gone. And then this instance would crash the entire game. Which was fucking hilarious. But it was just like, oh god, no. So I just had a rocket just sitting up in space forever in that save. And I was like, okay, well, we can just write that one off. I still haven't. I need to automate these Pacos so I can start claiming their food as well. Soon we'll get around to it. Temperature is 36. Still going back down. Good. Yeah, sending all of my volcanic material into one giant cooler is definitely a fun project to do. Tedious, but definitely a fun project. As long as most of it isn't on the edge of the map. Still need to pop that one. Ugh, I might need to add one more cooling unit, but I don't think we'll need it. I think this is enough for the downtimes of the gold and the cobalt. Like, the gold volcanoes are not a problem. You could send like 30 gold volcanoes through this system and it would be fine. But 2 cobalts I'm going to be worried about. And it should be enough. Then comes the fun part of getting nuclear waste over here and actually sending stuff back to other planets so I don't have to think about it. Okay, good. None of that water should be going in there. Hopefully. And a little bit. Somebody went to the bathroom. God damn it. Gene, you're the only one allowed in there. There you go. Yeah. Everything removed? Yes, it is. Okay. And let's go back in here. Just dismantle everything. I don't need it. I'll just quick dismantle everything and get this back up and prepared for another lunch because I need more fullerene. Ah, it looks good. I definitely need to probably grab more gold on the way back, but it's looking pretty good. Storage bin over there. I have thought about doing the old carbon to refined carbon using a nuclear rocket just to shield the base, but then I'm like, I have just enough space, so I think we're okay. In the future, I might need to do that. That one. Okay. It does not take long to dismantle stuff and then bring it back around. This one I need... Where was the fullerene? There's fullerene to storage container. What, 700? I don't even know at this point. Just scoot all of that out of there. That to a 7. I'll get around to it eventually. Zenwraith, what are you doing? You're just exhausted. That's fine. Hey, buddy. Looks like he's all good. There we go. So nice seeing Super Coolant again on my abilities of construction. Like, yes. Yes. Soon. To be honest, I should probably just be shoving it into the nuclear reactor system. It's like we don't really need super coolant for nuclear reactors, but it's just nice to have, and I don't need to think about it. It's just like I don't need to worry about balancing nuclear waste that'll be getting ejected from my machinery because they never figured out a way to code it so it wasn't ass, or the fact that it starts self-duplicating itself. Any of the above. Like, I really want to use nuclear waste as an actual coolant, but sometimes the game is just like, nah. I don't think that's a good idea. Like, but it is. It's actually a really good idea. The problem is the game just wants to sabotage you every time you try. Yeah, well. Our water situation. Oh, just fine, actually. Just hasn't dumped off the excess poop yet. %1 sleet wheat. Wow. I'm actually surprised. I'm going to assume a dupe grabbed it from like all the way over here and just didn't get it there in time almost. Like one of these or something. Oh, the God's green earth. 1%. 28% sure. But 1%. I will need to actually get a sleet wheat farm going at some point. I just want to. I always enjoy building them. That's definitely on the table. This is down to like 1/10 of what it was. Well, it's right there back in the base. Soon they'll have it cleaned up. It's gonna take some time. There's a lot of material that's just kind of laying about in this place because I've been cleaning out the planet. Don't know what we'll do about that. Probably just steam turbine it and get rid of it. And then over here, I really need to just obsidian my way to victory on that one. Radiation situation. Oh, perfectly fine. Yeah. Temperature check, 36. The Genshin event, the multiplayer one, where you do like soccer and then wall destruction and the other weird one. Yeah, it's definitely weird. Not bad, it's just way out of left field. I was not expecting that. I might need to add cooling to this, but probably not. Probably run out of other stuff. Yeah, I did it solo on stream earlier. It was perfectly fine. Yeah, we're gonna have like one half and maybe one more. Probably, yeah. I'll probably strip this area out, add half of this solar little pillar, and then the pyramid, and then we'll add one more pyramid, and then when we actually start building nuclear here, then I'll slowly remove the solar panels. but we'll just use it for the time being. More power is always useful. I feel like that's probably a good idea. I don't think we're going to get to 1460 though tonight. The sun's already starting to peak up. It is currently 7:23 a.m. Like, yay, the sky is turning blue. Great. Come on, dudes, hurry up, faster, faster. And more cycles on you. 41.4. Yeah, this is going to be really tight. How about you guys? You're dormant for 37.2. 18.2. You are currently active, but I don't have you unsealed, so the second I unseal this thing, it's going to explode. As per usual. As long as it's not dormant. Easy way of watching stuff go kaboom. Find it there. Nope. And so what's your skill set, actually? Okay. Hey, you got to 11. Nice. You're now double run speed. It looked like it. It was hard to tell. I was like, wait. I think Pencil's now moving at 2 times speed. Great success. They're still nowhere near Spoon, though. Spoon's a 24. You're getting there. Like 6. Pencil, by the way, came in way before Ricaria's dupe got in. So, they're definitely progressing. That's good. Talon is improving. Talon. We'll wait and see how that works out for the fish food and everything else. Might want to refresh the stale fleet weight. I'll see about doing that later. Because technically speaking, the way that you can work with sleet wheat grain is you can take a farming tile inside of a cold environment and just put the sleet weight into it and then, you know, uproot it and it will refresh the actual sleet wheat grain. If you've got a lot of them, you can just do that and protect them. They can be very fickle and annoying if you don't do that. Okay, nobody has put any of this together yet. Let me just set it up to a 9 priority. Maybe it'll get the dupes to get moving. Kinda want to see some super coolant tonight. Oh, we got a sparkle streaker. I know. And are you currently minor radiation sickness? Where were you standing? Hold up. You can't go in here, so I guess you were just standing outside for too long, I guess. Actually, no, he did fall asleep in here, so maybe that was the issue. Okay. Now, that is down to milligrams, so the pressure should not allow this to go through. We're going to break that. We're going to set that back for below. So I'll reset the system. Alright, 14 kilograms in here, so the second I seal this room, this will probably explode. Yeah, and you really shouldn't be going back out into, you know, 300-ish rads. Like, you have a safe-ish zone over here and down here, but that's really about it. You should be building from in here, not out there. Yeah, Elshot's got the right idea. Okay, now let me remove that. We've almost picked up everything else. I don't think I've got any spots set for... We've got a spot set for refined carbon, but I don't think we've got a spot set for regolith. It'll be fine. Oh, there it goes. It's exploding. Gene's current errand. Gene, where are you? Oh, he's doing the thing. Problem. Has the power on this. Ooh, it's fluctuating. Still find it funny that the eating bug is returned. Yet again. But... almost got it. And... first 100 kilograms of super coolant created. And I hid behind everything else, but great success. Okay. I think that's all for tonight. Because as noted, the sun is currently coming up. So it is now 14:59. Oh, the industrial cooler is fully operational. I've got one more volcano to hook up to it. I am worried about its actual cooling capacity, but it should be okay. Confirmed it. Yep. Feels good. We've made quite a bit of progress tonight. Mostly with the industrial cooler. This is looking very good. But I am worried about this. So we'll have to wait and see on that. Other than that, I do need to source better power generation. This is just a temporary measure that'll get ripped up very shortly. The Talon cleanup is going smoothly. Talon. All the fish are now automated, and well, we're making progress. I'm starting to see solidification over here of the magma into solid rock. So that is a huge plus in my book. But, yeah, going pretty smoothly. The big thing for today was obviously the first super coolant has finally graced our base. It's beautiful. Goddamn beautiful. But either way, I am very content with that, and I think that's a pretty good episode and a very good stopping point.